Why you're attracted to these female body parts and what it says about you. Social media is awash with highlights of female body parts. Scroll through an average person's social media feed and you'll be bombarded with images of women with big booties, slim torsos, and bigger breasts. What is happening? Women are spending thousands and in some cases millions of dollars to have the perfect body, the perfect combination of features that will completely enhance their image, make them the center of attention, and turn them into sex goddesses. But why? Some say they do it for themselves, others say they do it for the sexual attention. Whatever their reasons may be, this video seeks to look a little deeper into why you're attracted to specific female body parts and what it inherently says about you. Jessica OS here. Welcome to my channel. Let's focus on the first one that's readily in your face. Number one, her face. What makes a woman's face pretty? It's widely believed that facial symmetry is a key element of beauty. Symmetrical faces are often considered more attractive as they are perceived as an indicator of health and genetic fitness. The idea of the golden ratio has been mentioned in the context of facial attractiveness. For example, features like the distance between the eyes, the length of the eye, and the distance from the eyes to the mouth play a role. Clear and smooth skin is often associated with beauty. It can signify health and youthfulness, which are traits that are commonly deemed attractive. Certain characteristics of facial features can also be perceived as beautiful. This includes large eyes, high cheekbones, a small nose, full lips. Sometimes, what makes a face attractive is not just adherence to conventional standards of beauty, but unique features that give a face character. So sometimes freckles, a gap in the teeth, or an unusual eye color can make a face memorable and attractive in its own right. So why are you attracted to a woman's face and nothing else? In comes something called the halo effect. The halo effect is a psychological phenomenon where the perception of one's positive quality, like facial attractiveness, leads to biased assumptions about other positive qualities, like intelligence, kindness, etc. In other words, you assume that the more attractive a woman's face is, the better she will be as a life partner. Breasts. The attraction to a woman's breasts by men is a subject that spans biology, psychology, and cultural factors. Research and theories offer several explanations for this phenomenon. Research has shown that visual stimuli, including the appearance of breasts, can activate reward centers in the brain. A study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that visual stimulation with images of breasts can lead to increased neurological arousal, suggesting a hardwired response in the brain to such visual cues. From an evolutionary perspective, larger breasts have often been associated with higher levels of estrogen and greater fat reserves, which might indicate a woman's reproductive potential. Some psychological theories suggest that breasts are a symbol of femininity and nurture, attracting men by signaling a woman's ability to bear and nurture children. Some researchers have suggested that the attraction to breasts is part of a broader set of behaviors aimed at promoting committed relationships or pair bonding and mutual sexual satisfaction. Know this, if you're attracted to a woman's breasts, it could indicate that you love sexual play and also inherently want more children, even though breast size doesn't affect a woman's fertility. Buttocks. Are you attracted to a woman's butt because it feels soft and looks good in certain intimate positions? Or is there something primal behind the allure? Now, a study has presented yet another explanation for why men prefer women with large, curvy butts. The study found that evolution has preferred women with a spine curvature of 45 degrees because it allows them to remain mobile throughout pregnancy without the risk of injuring themselves. Researchers believe this finding may partially explain why the modern man remains so infatuated with the size of the backside of a potential female partner. The curve at the bottom of a woman's spine allows her to significantly shift weight, and without this ability, pregnant women would face serious disadvantages. According to the study, without a spine curvature of this degree, the pressure on a woman's hips during pregnancy will increase by 800%. This would cause her not to only become largely immobile, but also put her at risk for sustaining serious injury. It's believed that our male ancestors developed a sexual attraction to women with big butts because it increased their chances of having offspring which would live long enough to pass on their DNA. Men may be directing their attention to the backside and obtaining information about women's spines, even if they're unaware that that is what their minds are doing. Men seem to be naturally programmed to check out a woman's butt because they're a sign of how healthy a woman might be. And we all know healthy women are less likely to have complications when having children. So you see, your obsession with the female butt is not only because some men find it aesthetically pleasing, but it's also primal. Hips. Research across a variety of cultures has demonstrated that men typically find the curvaceous female form sexually attractive. Did you know, as women age and have children, their waist to hip ratio usually increases? Well, now you do. And here's a fun fact for you. Viewing women with curvy figures stimulates a powerful internal rewarding system, lighting up that same pleasure center in a man's brain that's targeted when someone takes drugs. And I'm talking hard drugs. So why are women designed to store so much fat in their hips, butts, and legs? Indulge me for a few minutes and let's talk about the science of this. One clue is that the fat stored there is protected and hardly ever responds to weight fluctuations. Only during the last few months of pregnancy while nursing do women start breaking down this lower body fat, making it exclusively available to the rapidly growing infant. Babies have a developing brain that grows fastest in the first 2 years of their lives. Other than water, the human brain is mostly fat and has a lot of a particular kind of fat, an omega-3 fat called DHA. The female body doesn't make omega-3 fats. It has to come from what she eats. And the woman tends to stash her DHA in the same hip and leg fat that men find attractive. A human baby's need for DHA to feed its rapidly growing brain is so great that a mother can't supply enough of it in her everyday diet. So guess what? Most of the DHA in a mother's milk actually comes from what she's stored over the years in her lower body fat. Even then, her supply is limited as it's depleted by every child she has. Since a mother's DHA levels are the greatest for the first child, it may be one reason why firstborn children tend to be smarter than their siblings. That's what men's brains are telling them, that a woman's figure signals the abundance of her DHA supply. Studies show that women with curvier hourglass figures have more DHA stored in their body fat. And because DHA makes brains work better, these curvier women also tend to have smarter children and, contrary to what you might expect, tend to be smarter themselves. Aren't these revelations fascinating? Now, this goes to say, if you're a man who's attracted to a woman's hips, you're inherently seeking out smarter offspring. Mind-blowing. Well, that was an interesting journey. If you found this video intriguing and you want more of such content, like the video and let me know. Jessica OS here. Catch you in the next one.